If I were a man, I would definitely want to be my dad, my father, because I've seen him from the closer, I've seen him from very near. I've known how much he has struggled. I know how much he has done for himself and his family as well, as he's an army officer. He's in Nepalese army. As being a citizen of the country, he's being taking the responsibility of the security as an head army officer in his country. And the most important decision that he took was like me being a part of a family. I think I really appreciate that, and of course I would like to be, I would not choose any other than my dad to become a man.
Well, honestly, I don't think any woman should ever wish to be a man, because we are the most beautiful, independent, amazing gifts of God to humankind. But if I had to choose, I think I would have to choose Brad Pitt, because again, he's a beautiful person outside and inside, and he uses his beauty for a cause. He's got a lovely family. He's a great partner without being, the usual form of husband or something that you can put a name on. And he does a lot for society. So I think he is the perfect package. And I hope that he would be able to, if I was him rather, I would probably work with young women and teach them how to be more comfortable in themselves, to be more confident, to have self-esteem, and to really love themselves, because I think he really loves himself when it shows on camera. So yeah, that's what I would like to do.
If I were a man, I think I would be my father, because he's the most important man in my life, and he has raised me and my family and my mother up with his own hands, and I understand he's had a rough history, but he made it, and now we're all grown up, we're all beautiful, and I do appreciate and I respect him greatly. So if I were a man, I'd like to be him so I could follow his footsteps.
If I'm a man, I'm gonna be my dad, because my dad is policeman, and then not only protect me, but my dad protect my country, Indonesia, and then my family. I have two brothers, so, and then I know exactly how to. He loved me. He loved my brothers, my mom, and then all the people around him, and then not only around him, but all Indonesian. So I really want to protect my Indonesian people, and then you, of course.
If I was a man, I would probably want to be a policeman, because I have always wanted to do that, and I have wanted to do a lot of the other things though, which is why I haven't done it. But if I was a man, I definitely would be a policeman.
This is a really difficult question for me, because I really proud of to be woman, because I believe gender equality. So there is no man that I would want to be. But if I had choose a male from, I could be any male in the world. Let me say, I have an idea. I have only one person who make all the children to be happy and smile. That person who is Mr. Mickey Mouse. That's I want to be, because the Mickey Mouse is only person who make all the children make happy and play together regardless of race and political, and yeah. So that's why I want to be Mr. Mickey Mouse. What man would I be? Well, I think the man that I would be hasn't been born yet, and it would be my son because that would be a part of me. So that would be my answer.
If I was a man, I would definitely be my grandfather because he is the type of person to always help and give others and expect nothing in return. And I think that is the most greatest thing anyone could do for another person. And he's just really an inspiration. And I love you, Grandpa. I hope you're watching.
Well, if I was a man, on a global level, I would probably want to be Martin Luther King because he has given a lot to society, and that's very inspiring. And on a more personal level, I'd like to be my father. We moved to America when I was younger for a better life, a more positive, less stressful life. Due to the wars, and he has definitely given a lot to my life as a father figure. My parents have been married for 35 years almost, and very, very happy about that he's in my life.
I didn't want to change my sex, but if I were a man, I'd like to be Chopin. He was a famous Polish pianist, and that's because my dad was a musician and I was brought up with music, and I've got an artistic soul, so I could move the world with music as he did.
I'm proud to be a woman, but I guess it would be an experience to be a man. As the saying goes, men are from Mars and women are from Venus. But if I have to be a man, I guess I'd want to be the man that I admire the most, my role model, my dad. And I would like to experience his efforts to be the pillar of our family and to appreciate him even more.
If I were a man, I would like to be my father because I'm very proud of him. He's a doctor and he's really helps to many people. That's why I want to resemble him.
Well, if I had to be any man in the world, I would definitely be my father. This is because he's the closest man in my life, he is my role model, and he's also my best friend. So if given the opportunity, I'd definitely love to go and see into the mind of this amazing man who's influenced me and inspired me so much and helped me to become the woman that I am today.
Well, this is a funny question. Actually, I cannot say in specifically which man I would like to be. I think if I can choose, I would still be a woman, I still be myself, but I will take advantage of the knowledges and the capacity of the men. And I think working with the men and women together, we can get faster to have success in the society and to make the progress in the world.
Well, of course, after my father, I would choose William Shakespeare. I really love what he did. I write poems too, and I really think that through his poetry, he showed different aspects of life and different aspects of people. So how real people is in their life. So I would like to have his talent.
If I were a man, I think I want to become Alexander the Great or Alexander Makedonsky. He lived only 32 years, but in this short life, he created one of the most biggest and successful empires of all the time. He was foreseeded to multicultural society, and he was a great commodore, and he just was a good person for everyone. He loves his people, and I think he was a really great man and a role model for everyone. Thank you.
If I was a man, I would pick someone who I have recently met a couple of months ago. And I picked this person because he is around my age group and he has inspired me in so little time. His name is Marlon Pollard, and he always says that he is limitless. And I think that is very profound of him to think that, because so many of us limit ourselves when there's so many opportunities out there that all we have to do is walk up to the door and open it. And I think that he is endowed with the ability to inspire without even realizing that he's doing it. And if I were to be a man and become him, I would be very honored.
My father is someone else. I can't compare to anyone. But the one that I want to be and I respect a lot is a football player. I was a football player before, and I don't know if you know about Manchester United. You do, of course you do. Everyone knows about it. I choose the Portugal player Luis Nani. He's first of all a bright footballer. I'm a fan of Manchester United, of course, because it's his life that he had from his childhood to where he is today. It's an epitome of sacrifice and dedication and the right stamina to bring it where you are today. Like, you stand up for your dream and you do it. This is what he is today, and this is what I'm doing here.
I would like to be the president of the United States, Obama, because he's the leader and he has the power to change the world. So I think I would like to change the world. I use the power and tell many people that how to help the people and give the people who need love, and I give to them because their dream is my dream.
If I were a man today, I think I would be the man who most recently inspired me most, and that's Dr. Deepak Chopra. Dr. Chopra is an expert in mind-body wellness. So he's a doctor that I had the chance to see speak when I was studying integrative nutrition. So I was studying to be a holistic health counselor, and he was in New York, and I watched him speak in person. I really liked his message about using food and lifestyle choices to improve your health situation, to prevent disease. But it wasn't only that the message that he shared, it was how he shared it. It was clear in how he presented that he was very inspiring to everyone around, and he had a lot of motivational messages about being at peace with yourself, being at peace with others, having love be a part of every day of your life. And I really hope that someday I can be as inspirational of a speaker as he is.
Well, I have a lot of great people, men, figures that I admire. My father is one of them, but my ultimate one would have to be Mahatma Gandhi, because I think that he used nonviolence techniques to have independence in India. So that's probably one of my role models ever, is Mahatma Gandhi.
I would definitely want to be Kofi Annan, the 7th Secretary General for the United Nations. Reason being that he's very passionate about women empowerment, first and foremost, and I believe that if I could be him, I would be a great forefront for social and economic development in the world. And I believe that he's a very strong person, he's a philanthropist, and I see a lot of myself through him. So I would want to be Kofi Annan.
Of course, it's very nice to be a woman, but if there would be a chance to be a man, I know my character, and I know if I would be a man, I would be a company owner or someone who has a lot of people, and maybe something that change the cultural life in my country, and some business what it's how to say. I know that I would be a businessman and I would have a big company. And I know that I don't want to be a famous singer or football player or whatever. I know that I would be a good husband and I would be a good father for my kids. Thank you.
If I could be a man, I dream of being a man like Uthe, that's security, General of the United Nations, a dedicated man of peace, and I envy him not for his fame, but for his action, wisdom, and democracy.
Whoa, okay. If I choose one man, he would be my father. And the reason why, not because he's my father, but as a man, I like many things about him. I like the way he thinks, the way he acts, the way he helps people, his attitude. He's a strong man, he has a strong personality, and I like the way he raised me up to be. He made me that way, and he's a real fighter in life, so he teaches me many things, and I see him like a gift from God. So if I was a man one day, which I won't, but if I was, I would choose to be like my father.
If I were a man, I would do the same as if I were a woman, because men and women have the same rights, so it doesn't matter what if you're a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter.
If I was a man, I would like to be Superman. Because he has superpowers, of course. It must be amazing to fly around the world. But mostly because he has the ability to help like a lot of people, to save people's lives.
that must be really amazing.
I would like to choose Mr. Bean. If I were him, I would be able to make the whole world laughing by showing different kinds of funny face, like these or these. I guess if the whole world laugh more, and it could be more, how to say, more harmony and happy if everybody could laugh heartily always.
This is an interesting question. So, if I were a man, I will choose and strive for my best to become like Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, because I want to come out and countless innovations, so that I can enrich and improve our life. And also, I think that he's the most greatest man, most greatest American innovators, and he's so brave to think differently, and he's bold enough to believe that he can change this world, and he's so talented enough to do so. So I hope I can be like Steve Jobs, successful like him, so that I can transform this world.
I think I will choose to be Ricky Martin because he is a man from my country, and I love his courage to accept that he was gay. And I love all the things that he do for the child, all the foundation that he have, and I think he's a very good man.
I think that doesn't matter. You are a woman or a man. I think important to be a good person, real person, and to be professional in your business. Then you can benefit people. If I were a man, I would be my father, because my father for me is a man that power, love, peace. I admire her for all the sacrifice he was made in my family and for me. And I want a good soul, and he would give her life for me.
Well, I will give you the example of an artist that I admire a lot. That it's Andrea Bocelli. He's blind, and he's an artist, a singer, and one of my favorite singers, and I admire him a lot because even though he is blind, he doesn't matter, and he can express himself and his talent through his art, that is singing. And I like to be him because for me that proves strongness in someone and a human, and I would like to be him because I'm sure that for a lot of people he's an example for strongness and for get through your fearness.
I'll be my boyfriend so I can be with myself. No, no, don't do that. No, I think I could be Barack Obama. I always admire him a lot because I think he's a powerful man, one of the most powerful men in the world, and he has all the money, all the power, but still he has a family, a beautiful family, and he seems to have everything and just being so nice to everybody, so inside, enjoying, and really focusing on finding the peace in the world. But I don't think there's a lot of difference between the man and woman. I think we are always looking the same, the happiness and just being okay with ourselves.